Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Hard Pickle and welcome back to another Satisfactory livestream, where today we are going to be working on our city roads. I'm currently trying to build a rocket-fueled city, and over the course of the last few weeks, we have finally been able to gather all of the resources needed to produce all of our rocket fuel and plastic and a bunch of other things as well, which is fantastic. However, we now need to start working on our actual infrastructure, and before I started streaming, I was trying to see if everything I've built has lined up with each other, when in reality, it hasn't. I'll explain what the problem is in just a second, but first, welcome if you guys are watching live, and if you guys aren't watching live, that's completely fine. I'm live again over the course of the next week, so feel free to catch any one of the live streams that you can, because odds are I'm probably going to be live streaming it. So, let's first of all get into the big screen. Then let me show you what exactly I want to try and do. Around the corners of this, well, these three corners, I haven't quite managed to get over there just yet. But around these three corners, I have zoned out 8 foundations like so. And as you can see, there's a very small gap between the 8th foundation and then the start of our little ramp down there. Same thing here, for example, there's a little gap. And same thing over there, and hopefully eventually over there. I have decided that I want to move this corner right here to the 8th foundation. And I want to try and line everything up, because as of right now, everything's just snapped quite weirdly to each other. And to be honest with you, I just do not like it. So we are going to do a very quick little revamp of this area. And hopefully, the plan is to try and get this at least quarter done today. That's the plan. How is it gonna go? I don't know. But there's only one way to find out. And that's just by playing the bloody game. So that's what we are going to be doing. Now, we have got a dismantle crate already up. Because off camera, I was doing a little bit of work just around the outside of the factory. I didn't do anything drastic. I didn't connect all the power underneath it just yet, unfortunately. Because I was trying to record a video. You'll see what that video is in a couple of months. Spoiler, it's a 500-hour tour. Also, another spoiler, we are almost 600 hours into this playthrough, so, brilliant timing on my part, as always. Of course. Now, the good news is, because you're lined up with one another, I shouldn't have to indent you into this blueprint anymore. What I could just do is grab this. 1, 2. Now you should automatically just line up. Fantastic. In my mind, that makes sense. Just have it line up rather than one blueprint being slightly inside of another blueprint and it just looks a little bit weird. Now, you're most likely going to have to go. It's going to get placed in a very similar location, but because I have moved things along slightly, it is going to somewhat affect this. It also does mean that this central bit is going to be slightly bigger, so I think it's completely fine. I might even add some sort of staircase coming across here, make it look nice and grand, because this is where the entrances are going to be. We're going to have 4 entrances per quarter, not including vehicles, because vehicles are entering underneath here, just like that. Which I think makes sense. Again, pea-sized brain, but it makes sense to me. Right, so let's select our ramp, which, if I remember correctly, is one of these. Is it? No, it's not one of them, is it? No. Off ramp 10. I think it's this one, isn't it? Oh, grand, it is. Brilliant. So you should slot in here. There's a very small gap there. Don't worry too much about it. Do you line up with this? I don't honestly know what you line up with at all, but that's completely fine. Let's just try and plop it down and see where it takes us. Oh dear. Then you're going to go right here. There will be a gap here, that's completely fine. But as long as I plop this down, and it's in a fairly straight line, let me just double check. Yeah, it should be 10 foundations long. Yes, brilliant. So this lines up with each other. That's kind of what I was trying to go for. So that's pretty good. Now, all I've got to try and do is select this. Grand. Then place it on this side. No, it rotated itself. What is... Okay, genuine question. Why do blueprints see the need to rotate themselves every once in a while? I don't understand. There we go. And see how far this blueprint indented into here. 1, 2 nudges. It doesn't have to be. But for now, I am... No. No. No, you're gonna go. So, yep, you are in 8 over there. And just to make sure this is definitely correct, right? Yes, because you go directly up to the 8th, then you're placed on the 8th. Fantastic. I'm going to add this here. There's a very small gap. I'm not too fussed about that. It's completely fine. We've got our parking here for our vehicles. And luckily, all the blueprints that we managed to make in our last stream, they're all going to be used today. So I'm not going to tweak any of my blueprints. Although there is one thing that does have to get slightly tweaked. And that's that main highway blueprint over there. It's just not correct. I don't... Well, it is, but it's somewhat... It's off. I don't know why it's off by a nudge. It's really weird. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but I just cannot for the life of me figure out what is the problem. Oh well. Speaking about problems, right now we've got bigger fish to fry, so let's just worry about this. And I believe you need to come up to there. That looks good. I can probably get rid of most of this for now. As long as I take note of the central thing here. Okay, so this is the central piece. I'm then going to paint you green. Just so I'm aware. You are exactly in the center. I'm not necessarily expecting this wall here to line up, but I mean, if it did, I wouldn't say no. No, it's slightly off. That's completely fine though. Yeah, I was not expecting it to line up. So for now we'll do this. If I can get away with it. And, when flying there. Then preferably one more underneath here as well. Brilliant. That's good enough. Don't worry too much about the massive gaps. They can be very easily filled in. Like so. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. Select this blueprint. And continue our little placement spree. You actually line up now. That's interesting. I suppose I can keep you here for the foreseeable future. You might have to move. In fact, I'm almost guaranteeing this is going to end up moving. But let's see. I've been wrong before. Hoping I'm wrong again. Well, there we go. This has to go though because you're slightly out. You lot can go here as well. There we go. Where do you go up to? Yeah, okay, so you do end here, so you can also go there as well. Regarding you, I think you can both go. Then I can just do... Brilliant, yes. Now we are back to reality, back to normality. Brilliant. We're then going to go... If I select this. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of a couple of these. In fact, you actually line up there perfectly. Okay. Except I could have probably placed you over here as well then, couldn't I? Because you're 8... Yeah. 5 and 3. Fair enough. Okay. The reason as to why I'm doing this, I'm just making things more symmetrical for myself. Rather than working with 8.6 meter foundations, I'm now just working with an 8 meter foundation. So mathematically, and also simplicity-wise, this is just the better option for me. You lots, for now, can stay. There is going to be a little bit of overlap, which is going to be happening somewhere down there. So for now, unless this lines up perfectly, but I don't think it did it? No, we are off by a couple nudges. Again, no dramas. Just making sure I've definitely started this in the right location, haven't I? Yeah, so all of this has to go. So this blueprint can also just bugger off for now. I want to slightly tweak that around, which should then, again, make everything nice and symmetrical, nice and even. I can probably whip out the hover pack for this one here as well. Absolutely we can. Again, just makes our life easier. And whenever I try and do questionable, we'll call it questionable projects like this, it's always nice to make life as easy as you can for yourself. There we go. You lot can continue to go. Yeah, this is looking far better for me. I know this isn't lined up, but that's fine. Because you're directly in the middle of those foundations. Are you the same? Because if that's actually the case, that's not too bad at all. Okay, so you're also directly in the middle. So, it's lined up, kind of. I like that. Now, regarding you, you're going to come back here by a couple clicks, like so. We'll go 1, 2. Same thing there. Okay. Now, this is where things get slightly interesting. That's for sure. I need to make you symmetrical. First of all, is this actually placed in the correct location? The easiest way I can do that by plopping down 2 foundations, and we can see that you're pretty much 1.9 foundations out. You should be the exact same, and you are the exact same, which now means that everything in this particular line, at least, is straight. Also, we have a very quick look on the right-hand side. We have got some objectives for today. The reason why I look into the sky when I show you guys this is because if I do that, it's quite difficult to read, so the blue background just makes it a bit easier. Renovate the road, so remove the asphalt. So where the roads are going to go, we have to remove the asphalt around there. It's not too difficult to do. Remove the old road because we've upgraded. We've made our roads better now. We've done our blueprints. We've overhauled it. It looks better. So we have to do that there as well. Replace with new roads. Absolutely. Add car parks and ramps, which is kind of what we're doing right now. So we're doing the first quarter. When the first quarter looks solid, we'll then move on to the other quarters, basically. And then the second thing, which we're not doing today, we can barely even get most of the first thing done today, but design a new drone port and then dot it around here. I was mentioning this last stream, and I think the stream before that as well, but yes, that's going to be quite important. So, what I want to try and do here, you can probably stay. I want you to be exactly symmetrical right here. Beautiful. Which then means that you then need to come in by 1 on that side, and everything should now line up absolutely perfectly. You can see it. You can literally see it. Yes. And that is most certainly what we want to try and see. We've already made more progress today than... Well, actually, no, to be fair, the last few streams have been very productive, so... Can't speak too much on that. That's good. We'll now decorate this area over here. I am also starting to notice we are starting to get a hint of a lag. You guys might be able to see it as well, but we are getting a couple stutters, which is fine. We'll keep going. Fantastic. Do I need you? Yes. Do I necessarily need you? No. Got a better idea in mind for that instead. We are live, right? Just to make sure. Give me a second. Brilliant. We are. Yes. Just making sure that. So you're gonna... No. You're gonna come up to here. Do you peek through there? You don't. Fantastic. Surprisingly, you don't peek through there. Okay. We'll then get this and come down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. One more right there. It was perfect. Yes. Grand. I'm very briefly just going to remove this. I can chuck you down here. We go in by 2, I'd say. Are you in the right location, actually? I think you honestly are. That's good. That lines up. I actually don't know. I mean, you look like you are in the right location. I don't know why you would be, but I mean, if it is, oh, you can just see that poke through. You couldn't see it down this side, though, could you? No. That's really weird, because they're in the exact same location. Let's see. Where is it? There. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that. Okay. Everything here is now done. Along the stretch of road, I think. Except for you. Okay, a couple of the corners. And I think I have to replace... that? No, that looks pretty good. Must have done that yesterday. Because I thought there was one of those bits down there that I needed to try and replace. But again, I just must have done it. Nice. Right, we're now going to select this. This seems a bit high, because you are. That's pretty good, though. I can get rid of this now if I really wanted to. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. That's good. Are you too far forwards there? I think so. If we go here, it's slightly better, I think. Because you now cover that gap. That was the gap I'm trying to cover. Okay. What I'm now going to try and do is narrow this down a little bit. Just like so. In fact, I might as well keep you there. Because I now need to come round here. So it makes sense to keep it there. Okay, here we go. Starting with this. We're going to go... Is it 1? No, it's 5. Then, yes, this one. Good. Is that good? Should we plop it down? You're lined up there. You're lined up here. Roger, let's do it. Then what I'm going to try and do... And this is going to require things that isn't just blueprints, by the way. It's going to require a little bit of a personal touch, hopefully. Come out there by the respectable number. I can probably get rid of all this just temporarily. Definitely all of this for now. Pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. The reason for that is because we now need you, I believe. Yes. Going to require a couple nudges, I would say. There. One more. One in. Okay, that lines up with that. I don't see a problem. Let's do it. The same thing down there now as well. And are you going to be a parking lot? I don't think you are. You're going to be a ramp, aren't you? I'm pretty sure this part here is going to be a ramp. Because the way that I'm going to be doing this is that our trucks, which will be carrying water, will be coming down from most likely around here. Come down this side. The ramp to there. Straight underneath, because this is where our truck station is going to be. But then rather than doing a U-turn then going up, you're just going to come straight back out of here. And then out from this side. That's the plan. I think. Yes, so you have to be a ramp. Have I got a blueprint for that? I believe I do. Try and find it though. Off ramp 10. No. It's not 9. 8. No. 7. It's either 1, 2, 3, or 4, isn't it? That's the wrong way. This is better, I think. This is why I like getting the blueprint designs just out the way with. So I can spend more time just doing this. So I believe it's that. Then it goes down, but I don't think I have the blueprint for the down one. No, I just do that manually. Okay, fair enough. 4, 5, 6. I mean, this is what I need, but facing the other way. Don't know if I've done that. I'm honest with you. Can I try and maybe substitute that for something else? This. What I could just do here is that, then get rid of the floor. That achieves the exact same thing. So you know what? I'm just going to roll with that. And then hopefully now, if I select this, you should be lined up with the start of the other ramp. So right before the ramp begins. Let's see. Because we're out by 8 foundations, so it should line up with each other. Also, regarding tomorrow's stream, crap, you're nowhere near lined up. Oh yeah, because you're wrong, aren't you? Yeah, regarding tomorrow's stream, I might not be live. So, first of all, I don't mind that you're too far out, so that's okay. How far back here do I have to go? 1, 2, 2. Everything's coming back here by almost an entire foundation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That now lines up. So yes, everything here is fine. I'm going to keep this here for now. There's going to be colorful foundations all over the place. This is how I visually see quite easily where items are, or where things are supposed to be lining up, or how tall it's supposed to be, where it's supposed to be positioned. It's a very easy way for me to spot where I've got to try and place it. Now, if I remember correctly, you're a 2-meter asphalt ramp, aren't you? Oh, that means that all of this has to move. That's annoying. Doesn't it? No. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I also do want to see as well, have I definitely not got a blueprint for this? No, so I think I just ramp it down until we get how far off the ground. So if that's 7, so it has to be 6 meters off the ground. Okay. Where's the center point? Here. So, no, this is not going to change then, because I still want you to remain in the center. In fact, I might even just place down a few more of these. That sounds like a good idea. If I can. Oh, you know what? No, okay. There. So what we're going to end up doing here is just placing a bunch of truck stops. Actually, I suppose the reason why I didn't continue this is because I don't know where those truck stations are actually going to be just yet. I'm also wondering, would it make more sense for the truck? Because, like, as of right now, we've got you entering from that side, you entering from this side, and both the entrances going over there. But the problem is, if I was to do this exact same design over here, it's just not going to work. The reason for that is because a couple of the ramps will end up going underneath the next quarter. And of course, it can't do that. So, I think what I might do here is get this. Not a blueprint either? No. And have this shoot off in that direction, then have that come up over here. That would make sense to me. You have to go. Not all of you, just this. Replace this one here as well. That is a pretty big change here to the part of the factory, but I feel like this will make a bit more sense. Just have it going in and out through one general direction. And it also means that our trucks will no longer just continue all the way down there. Instead, it will do some sort of U-turn down here. I don't know how big this area is going to be, but it's nice to have the infrastructure in place regardless. You're fine. I can't even get rid of you, but you're fine anyway. All of this has to go. Same with this. At least for the foreseeable future, it's going to look a little bit neater underneath there. So that's something, isn't it? Also, what's the weather like where you guys are? It is absolutely freezing here today. I believe it's the coldest day of the year where I live. Which is always fun, apparently. I'm not really much of a cold sort of person. I'd much rather be in a warm country than a cold country. Because I'm not sure about you, but I get really unmotivated whenever I'm cold. Like, for example, if it's freezing outside, there's a much higher chance that I just don't want to go out for a run or do anything physical. How is that so empty? Damn, we've got rid of so many blueprints. Yet that remains so empty. And why were you okay, it doesn't matter. Why are you all at a weird angle? Oh yeah, I think I know why. We don't need that there anymore. And get rid of this. All of that. And so, this as well. There we go. Right. This also has to go. Oh, there is a blueprint here. Yeah, I thought so. I don't think we have a corner one though, do we? No. How many more of these blueprints do I realistically want to make though? Because they are quite handy. And it does save me a lot of time in the long run. Yeah, you can just go. Oh dear. Same there with you. Now, are you lined up with that? I think you actually are. That's great. Everything here for now can just remain the exact same. Although you're eventually just going to come around here. But again, I haven't got a blueprint for you. But I won't touch that right now. Because again, it might move eventually. So this is the right location for that. So that's great. The central location for this, though, is going to remain the same. As far as what I'm aware. All of this, to be fair. But yes, absolutely. If we can get this first quarter done today, that would be sort of the bare minimum. But a good start. Definitely a good start, absolutely. Okay. Let's get our ramp. And then we'll plop you in. Here. 2, 3, 4. We'll go down by 4 for now. And remember, it has to be 6 meters off the ground. That looks pretty darn good to me. To you. And if the middle is going to be there, what I'm honestly going to do here then is blueprints. I remember what this one's actually called. Not 7, 6. Pretty close, to be fair. 1, 2. No, I'd rather you just stay there. Make sure that this is lined up here. Over by 1. I think you actually look fine there. Make sure that this is extended down to the very far side, just to make sure that everything is lined up. I'm pretty sure it is. It's always nice to double check. Yes, that's pretty perfect. Brilliant. So am I still gonna have a road then? Coming down here? Because if our entrance and exit points are both there, what's the point of this? Unless we only have one... I know what I was trying to do. One entrance there. And our exits over here as well, but then I've got 2 roads. 2 entrances, 2 exits? Yeah. Yeah. Because you could enter on this side, then go to the left-hand side of the road. Might cause a little bit of traffic along here, but I mean, that's okay. Problem is, none of this actually lines up now. Let's see if that's going to be a catastrophic problem. Can't imagine it being one. Nor do I particularly want to imagine it being one. First things first, let's just try and finish this. I'm really tempted to make this into a blueprint though. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm very tempted just to turn this into a blueprint. Because this will take a long time to do. And I've got to do it 8 times. Minimum. I might want to use this again for other projects, which I most likely will not. What I'm going to need is this to start off with. Which looks like the game's going to say no. Okay. Brilliant start. In that case, what I'm going to have to try and do here then is go into our rocket fuel factory, ramp 1. We're then going to have to get rid of this. Then save this. Yeah, that's... Now I should be able just to place it in. Crazy how that works, isn't it? Height-wise, I actually don't know how high I need to go here. I do, 8. 7? Let's see. Got another day of yawning, man. Maybe it's my brain trying to function. That could be it. One, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I say perfect. It both is and isn't perfect, and that's completely fine, as you'll see in just a moment. Firstly, what I want to try and do is... No. Off ramp 0, 1, 1. Really? Oh, wait. How is this wrong? Oh, there we go. Brilliant. Have I got a colour for this? I'm actually not too sure. Not cold. Road. It's a slightly darker one. Maybe it is this one. No, it's more of a greyish, whitish sort of colour. So what I'm going to try and do very quickly is, because this is saved, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to load in just one of these. Select colour. Then load back in that. Better. Okay, now we can actually begin our little ramp construction. And I think I'm going to make everything down here carbon. Is that what I've done for these lots? I would hope so, because I do actually want it to be carbon. No, I think you're just black. Shiny black. Oh, welcome, Fabio. Hope that you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Okay, shiny and black. Not too bad. I would have preferred carbon, but this actually looks pretty good down there. I think I want you to be one higher now as well, don't I? Grand. We're then going to have a 2 gap, which is just going to be these lots. Hit them the right colour. I can just copy and paste it and come over to there. As you can see, there's a very small, well, problem. And that's because I built it a bit too low. But as long as I save the blueprints. Get this, clear blueprint designer. Oh, it's doing the bug. No, I've got to restart my game. This bug basically means that whenever you select the blueprint, it automatically goes into your blueprint designer. I don't think there's a way to actually fix it other than just restarting your game. Or just replacing down the blueprints could work. So how far down do you have to go? 1, 2, 3. Because here what I can do then is add one more of them. Then this, which takes up 2. So that has to be correct. Okay. But yeah, how are you doing, Fabio? Good to have you on the channel, man. Welcome. What did I do with you? I forgot. I think I just kept you the same, didn't I? You know what could look quite cool? And something which I've now just thought of. If I was to do this. Down to the very bottom. And add you. Down to here. Like that. How's that going to look, I wonder? As of right now, it looks fine. Not too bad. Nice, I'm glad to hear it. You've joined us for some satisfactory roads. And hopefully we'll be able to accomplish a fair amount today. Hopefully. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I mean, it looks fine. It looks better from inside of here, which is what I was kind of expecting it to do. Don't like this. There we go. How did you change that? When you remove the stuff, it shows purple, not orange. I can try and find the setting, although it's probably going to take me an hour and a half. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so normally in this game, whenever I try and find one of my settings, it takes me ages to do. But there we go. So go into options, go onto user interface, then scroll down to where it says hologram color. That's currently what I've got when I'm placing down objects. I think the one you're looking for is dismantle hologram color. I've got it set to purple. The reason why I chose purple is because when I'm trying to dismantle a certain thing and I accidentally chose something in a different part of the map that I didn't want to get rid of, I didn't see it because most of my factory was orange, but I don't do purple factories, so purple just stuck out like a sore thumb, and it saved me a lot of time and hassle. You didn't know it was possible. I think one day I just went through all the settings and just changed everything, but yeah, it's pretty cool. You can change a bunch of settings, and if you can't find something, I believe you can just search it. So if I was on gameplay, then typed in hologram, oh no, so I literally have to be on user interface. Okay, so you have to be on the right tab, then you can just type it in at the very top, but yep. And welcome, More8, hope that you're doing good. Thanks so much, that's okay. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Why are you so far down in comparison to everything else? Can we not do that? That's fine. You didn't know that either. Yeah, there's tons of settings. I was actually thinking about making a Satisfactory settings guide, where I go through all the settings in the game. I say what to do, what definitely not to do. And for most of them, it won't necessarily be me saying, do this because it will make your game better, but it's more of a, if you would like to do this, then you can by following these simple steps. Like, would that be a video you guys would be interested in? Just a bunch of settings and trying to optimize your game. If you haven't got like a fantastic PC, you can optimize your game just for better performance, little things like that maybe. You're great, how are you doing? Yeah, not doing too bad. I'm just trying to build this blueprint here as part of our rocket fuel city. Everything is a little bit rubbish at the minute, is the nice way to put it, because it's still a bit of a construction site. But regardless, we are trying our best here to get some progress done. Still very annoying to me how this just doesn't line up. It's not difficult to do, it's just annoying. Anyway, let's now get rid of this. And that. Your stream just popped up on my YouTube homepage. Oh, nice. Yeah, I do try and stream every day. Unfortunately, I am going back to university next week, so I think I'm streaming for a couple more, well, at least another week. I have got a couple of videos planned to be uploaded when I'm not here, but whenever I've got time available, I stream. It's really good fun. Sometimes we get loads of people watching, sometimes it's a handful, but it's always good fun regardless. Okay, I think I want you guys to also come down here. In fact, I'll do what I did last time. Hey, thank you very much for being for the sub. Welcome to the channel. It's very kind of you, man. Thank you. I might have accidentally forgotten to have done this side. We'll do this very quickly. Up there. What do I study? I study ancient history and archaeology. So the plan to become an archaeologist. I'm looking forward to being out in the cold for 12 hours a day. Oh. No, I'm looking forward to it. There we go. And now select that. Okay, that's the basics done. Make sure to bring you down and up. Feels a bit low. I know why it feels like that, and that's actually okay. The answer is because it is too low. Yeah, it's fine. Therefore, do I want you here? Probably not. I'll have you go up to around about there, but I don't know. I suppose it has to. We'll see. See what we do with that. Sounds interesting. Yeah, it's alright. I'm enjoying it so far. It's only my first year, so still got a long way to go, but so far, it's alright. Oof. Preferably, I would like you to go a little bit up. Up. Up, thank you. Not there in the end. It's good. That's a little bit too low. It's fine. Same here again with you. Doesn't look too lined up with one another. I can just try and do that. There we go. Like so. Update 1.2 this year. I really hope so. They did say it's coming out in the first quarter of this year. I am going to try and stream that again, make some videos talking about it, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, if I'm honest with you. I am. There we go. I haven't got the correct color just yet, but it doesn't really matter. I just want to see if this blueprint's going to actually work, first of all. That would be nice if the blueprint works. Get straight down. So level-wise, you are the correct level. Then I suppose I could just add a blueprint in right here. Okay, that has to go. That's fine. How about this side? Looking fine. I'm just debating whether or not I should bring these all the way down, because it looks a little bit weird when they're just there. How would it look if I was to bring them all down? Let's see. I think it would look alright. It would look fine. Let's try. And how far down have I got to try and bring this up again? 3. Right, okay. So you're saved. I'm now going to, again, copy you over. Clear the blueprint designer. And select you. And plop you in wherever I can. 1, 2, 3. Which now means that you are on the correct level. It's fantastic. You made an automatic radio control unit tonight. Oh, an automated. Nice. Yeah, there's radio control units. They're not easy to do. But well done, though. You're way further than I am. You're doing your first aluminium plant. Nice. Yeah, I did a very temporary aluminium facility. But it's been providing me with tons of aluminium. So, in that regard, it's a very handy little thing. I quite like it. Okay, then you're the last one, I think, aren't you? Great. When I say great, it looks fine. Oh. You're actually not lined up. That's a bit dreadful. Yeah. What if I was to add you into here? Just to break up the shape a little bit. How would that look? Also, you don't look like you're actually lined up with this. You are, but you just don't look it. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. If I'm honest with you. We'll try this. We'll then do the other side now. See how that's going to end up looking. Now, you were the ones I had to readjust, weren't you? After all that. You down. Also, I've just realized you're not placed in the same location as these. Because you appear one every foundation, whereas you're one every half a foundation. So that will end up looking really weird. I feel like this would just be better to just not have this here. And get rid of that. Oh dear. Covering the entire map with radio towers. I've done that before, and I actually think it's good. Some people think it's a waste of time. I don't, personally. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I think what I am going to try and do is just bring this back to the way it was, because it looks nicer. That's the whole point of experimenting, though. It's seeing how things look. And if you can change it. But we found out that it doesn't really need changing. And chuck you here. That's somewhat better. It's not perfect, but you know what? I would say I actually prefer it. And regarding you, you're still fine. Yep. Change this to a... No, change this to a truck. Already in use, that's fine. Now let's try this again. Facing the right way? I think so. That looks pretty good. Because you got power lines all over the map. Yeah, it's a good reason for that as well. And also, if you ever do decide to go with the geothermal generators, you can easily get all the power now, since most likely you've got a radar tower close to where you're going to be placing down the geothermal generator on top of the geyser. So, again, for that reason, not too bad either. Brilliant. Moving on. I need one very specific blueprint for this. No. 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 Yes, if you were only one wide. No. 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 Okay, brilliant. So, I mean, yeah, you're the one that I need, but probably just one of you. Oh well. Get rid of all that there as well. We have got a rather open road here now, which honestly is not great, but it's not terrible either. I'm going to leave it for now because I want to try and add this ramp over here, which in theory should be placed where? We said it's 1 and 9 across, didn't we? Although you're now fine. Are you one nudge too far in? No, I placed you in the right location. Roads all around the map. I've got a conveyor belt highway, so it's a road and logistics underneath it. It goes from here all the way around to there, across here now as well, all the way down to roughly here. Got another one going straight out to the Dune Desert. But I plan to have every single one of my factories connected via a logistical road, so a road that's functional for trucks and vehicles, and also for logistics underneath as well. I call it a conveyor belt highway myself, but it has many names. Okay, I think I know the reason why you're fine when you shouldn't be. It's because I should have started from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That correct? There. Okay, now you're one too far out, I think. Now you're too far out. Should only be one. Let's see. Because you're going to continue coming around like that, because you're lined up with this. Until you get to a very specific part here. You're then going to do something. But in theory, it should be that. Because if this is the central point, and this is off by 2, then that has to be off by 2. Oh, my My brain can't comprehend this. Too confusing. They should ban maths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're out by 8. You line up there, clearly. You're not a couple nudges in the wrong direction. You're fine. You are also fine. Let's see how I did it over here again. Because the other side over here worked out pretty good. Let's try it again. Don't know how to start this. It's... Yeah, trains can be overwhelming. I don't use trains. Straight up, I just don't use trains. My last playthrough I did. That's kind of the reason why I'm not using them now. So you barely peek through there. On that side. And on this side, again, you barely peek through there. My guess is you're not lined up properly. Because again, this entire road's going to go anyway, so... No surprises if it isn't lined up. Because you're out here by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means that this road is too far out. Let me just double check this. It is quite important that I get this right. If my roads aren't symmetrical, then it throws off everything else. Hence why I'm taking a bit more time with this than what you might expect. But I think it's worth it. Now, again, you lot are slightly wrong. Let's get rid of all of that. And build you out over here. Chuck in one of these to begin with. I like the look of that quite a lot, so let's do it. We'll then select, what was it, 004? And look at that, lovely. The blueprint mode. Treat ourselves today. Right. Back in a bit, that's all good. Enjoy. Good luck. Have fun. I think we're going to need you. Actually, no, not that one. The ramp one again. Which is going to be... Oh, gosh. How many hours have I got in Satisfactory? We've got maybe more than 4,000 now. In total. Yeah. Chuck that here. That lines up pretty good to me. I just subscribed. Hey, thank you. Well, welcome to the channel. Yeah, I do try and do a good amount of Satisfactory. I might occasionally play a game like City Skylines, but for the most part, it is just Satisfactory. There you go. Yes, you line up completely fine now. Grand. Rid of all that. All this rubbish. We don't not need this much rubbish. Right. Okay, that wasn't rubbish. Blimey indeed, yes. I didn't think I'd be doing almost a complete road redesign today, but here we are. Oh, let's try and keep that there if we can, because that's quite a lot of work. That can go. That's also gone there as well. Sure. This can also go. Right, so the second part now, because you're ramp 001, we have to get 11. But then you're going to be facing the wrong way. Yeah, you are facing the wrong way, aren't you? Pretty sure. Yeah. So I've now got to do this, but just flip it over the other way. I believe I might already have a ramp similar to that, don't I? This is the closest I've got, but it's not right. But if I was to plop this down here... I'm not doing this side just yet, so it doesn't actually matter too much. What was I trying to see? Oh yeah, the center point, which we did say was here. But now I'm starting to second guess it. Let's see. You're one nudge until you're in the center of that one. For this, I don't know yet. But to me, that is one nudge. Actually, will it be? There. I think that might have actually been 2 in all fairness. One, 2. That is 2 nudges, and it can only be 1. Which means that... How? All of this is off then. Has to be. Then you're out here by 8. No, the green thing is off. So you're not off. That is. By 1 nudge. There. This should now be the center. Do trucks have an advantage over trains? Maybe terrain? Because you can, not easily, but you can get a truck that can go up hills and cliffs. Whereas with a train, you can as well, but it's a bit more difficult. Anything else? I really don't know. Trains have got a lot of advantages. Firstly, you can have multiple different carriages, so you can carry tons of freight or liquid if you really want to. Or freight, not freight. It's good for carrying freight. Storage is better, I think. I'm pretty sure. Maybe the truck might have better storage. But again, you can have multiple carriages on one train though, which is better than just having one truck. It doesn't consume any resources other than power, which is nice. Yeah, overall, I'd say it's pretty decent. Oh, there's 1 nudge in this direction. There we go. So this is the actual middle. Right. No one saw that. No one heard the sound effect of me walking into the glass. No, didn't happen. Didn't happen. Let's come back over here again. We'll select this. And place you in right there. Which means that you are 2 nudges now off here. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. I can then continue down that way if needs be. Which, spoiler alert, its needs will be. Oh, that also means that you are now off. Oh dear. Let me just make sure this is definitely... Actually, I can't make sure if it's correct or not, because I haven't done that side yet. Do both of these connect in the middle? Let's see. I actually don't know if this would line up. Okay, no, it definitely doesn't. Oh, Christ. That's annoying. There doesn't appear to be a singular point where these are just lined up here in the middle, which is kind of annoying. Because you are. I don't want to redesign this now. You're 1.9 back. You're what? 1.9 back there as well. Then you're exactly out there by 8. Okay. Exactly out here by 8. Do all of this. Find the center, then again back by 1.9. One. Wait, 9. Brilliant. And same thing here with you. Okay. Then we have to have another tunnel now going straight down to there. So basically, repeat this, or keep this here, then switch this around. That's on the same level there. Easier said than done, if I'm honest. Although I've already got something similar to this, don't I? If I just load up... Is it 004? It is. No, okay, I can't actually load you up, can I? What's going to be the easiest way for me to do this? What if I place this down, remove everything from there, then get that 004 blueprint, then place it on top of all of this? That could then be fine. Let's see. Let me just save this as 0012 very quickly, just in case this goes wrong. Sometimes it does. No, it didn't. That's good. Can't place you here, though, because you go slightly over. Okay, in that case, load up this one. It's never straightforward. It's just never straightforward, is it? Preferably, you've all got to go. And save that. Load. No, load that. At least now it fits my blueprint designer. That's always nice. Now just get it to line up. And annoyingly, that's where it should line up, which means we have to open up this again and get rid of this and this. Then get you again. Ah, brilliant. Got there in the end, I'd say. Well, hopefully. And one more. I think the height is right. Unsure, honestly, if it's one further... Actually, it has to be one further down like that. Yes. This is starting to look pretty good. Now if I save this as 012, we then come around to this side, and then plop it down here. Oh, goodness gracious. Rotate you around. I think I want you to be that sort of height, don't I? I actually don't know the exact height it needs to be. For now. You have to line up with that. Yes. Then go to the edge of this. Yes. Height-wise. On this level here, you should be touching that. So you have to go down by 1. Like so. Are you back by 1.9? You are back by 1.9. You're angled perfectly. Brilliant. I like that. The only thing I would have liked to have done was... Wait, where did you come from? Did I add that? Because preferably, I have got to try and close this off, don't I? Absolutely I do. Now it's more of a question of how. Because you have to be looking perfect, basically. Get rid of that, get rid of that. And chuck you into here. Move you back here by 1. There. Same thing here, back by 1. Same thing here. Now, I obviously can't go too far back with this. Why are you at a different level? Oh, should I build it higher? Oh, I thought I built it too low. Guess not. I've got to go 1 higher here, apparently. Okay. Make sure this is in the middle, which it is not. Why do I keep doing this? Didn't you come up by too much? Oh, dearie me. It's not as simple as just zoning it out. It's very complex, apparently. And just make sure you're definitely on the right level. I feel like it's not on the right level anymore. Okay. Now it's right. So you're going to come out by 1 like this. Then again, now in by 1. So it's pretty much 5 wide. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 4.8. 4.8 long. And you're going to both come in by 5. Good enough. I know it is dead snapping slightly, but it's okay. We'll go here. Is that correct? It is. Great. And chuck you round there. Okay. Good enough. How does it look underneath here now? I'll say grab that, then chuck it down here. Height-wise, we're looking good. Size-wise, we're looking tolerable. Yep, good. Okay. And now get rid of all of this. Okay. The one thing that I've got to be cautious of... Cancel. I thought I was going to be wrong there for a second, but I wasn't. Because we're doing left-hand traffic. The way that it's going to work is that we are going to enter through here. And because we're on the left-hand traffic, we just immediately just stick left. Although, if we do want to leave from this side, all we have to do is drive down to there, then leave through that ramp. There's no crossing ramps or roads down here. Everything is completely fine. There's no point to where one truck should have to cross weirdly over the road to try and get to a certain place. It should all be completely fine. As you can tell, I'm stalling because I need to now try and figure out a way to connect you lot together. Firstly, let's do this. And that's... Have I got a blueprint here to make my life any easier? I feel like I do. 8. Nope, 7. Yes, potentially. Might have to remove a couple of assets. No, that's terrible. No. 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 Really? Not a single thing? Okay. Oh, they're not lined up. What? How are you not lined up? You're built on the same stretch of road. How can you possibly not be... That's fine. I don't think that's actually going to massively delay us. I'll have to remove that. That's basically it. That's not annoying at all. And plop down you here. Like so. But now I don't know if it's there or there. Oh, time to get you out again. The thing that I literally just removed. How far in do you actually have to try and go? Because in theory, you can actually go there, but it looks like it had to go here. Which, I mean, if that's the case, because you should be in the middle of this, shouldn't you? There. All of these should be in the middle. No, you're at the very start. Okay. How about now? Let's try this again. So, that's correct, at least. This next bit won't be, and I don't think I'm expecting it to be. I think this is where it should be. Here. Which is a little bit further back than what I thought. I don't know how I did this. So there is a small little gap here that's smaller than one foundation. Problem is, you're now off by a nudge. So in theory, if I was to move this back by a nudge... Look where the road has to go here. But yeah, if you went back by a nudge, you would then wouldn't be lined up, would you? No. Same thing with you, you're not lined up, are you? Yeah. I believe now it's lined up. exactly if I can control this right. No. Here. Yes. That's slightly better. Don't need any of this. Look at all that concrete. Suppose what I could do, if this is the center, and you're only out by one foundation, what I could try and do is bring you out by one. If there's any patterns around here, don't worry too much about it. I can just get rid of the patterns. And bring you out by two. So yeah, I think you just have to go back there by a nudge. I'm going to keep these foundations here, so what I could very easily do then is just try and match this, but one nudge over there to the left. Are you awake? Welcome, Johnny. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome back to the streams. Always good to have you around. There. I'm trying to do some mathematics. Just only half fried my brain. How am I? I'm not doing too bad. I'm doing okay, I think. We're hanging in there. I can probably do this slightly better. Ooh. There's a tiny overlap here. But it's much better in comparison to what we literally just had, so that's fine. Okay. You should now line up, right? Yeah. Good job, team. That only took an hour. The overall today's been fine. It's not too bad. We're enjoying it, I think. Loads of confidence, as you can tell. I'll chuck you into there. And that can go... And you... just shoot down somewhere over here. I don't think you even have to be lined up as far as what I can predict. You're also off there by a little bit. So that's fine, because if I line this up, it means that everything else over there is going to be lined up. That's, again, fine. Just annoying. Doesn't matter where these are actually lined up. I don't know if it does. Because again, all the patterns are going to be gone in a second. Let's see. The materials, patterns, everything just gone from here. There's a couple changes that I do have to try and make. Firstly, I liked how the end of the road was here. So can I try and line you guys up with this? That'll be nice. Then going to go into our patterns. You got Satisfactory yesterday and completed level 0 with 1 portable miner, 1 hub, and 1 equipment thingy. And you found a summer sloop. Nice. Well, congratulations on your first Satisfactory step. The mental pain is yet to come. No, it's good fun. You'll enjoy it. Ooh, you do overlap that. That's fine. What we'll do then is this. And bring you to here. Oh, look how adorable that looks. Not bad. Next thing to try and do now, we're going to go back onto our pattern. Do that. Yep, grand. And I think that's basically it. Last thing that I suppose I could try and do here is go back onto customizer, skins, no sorry, patterns. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, this is still in the way. Is there a way that I can implement this particular blueprint here differently? If I was to... let's see. I would rather you actually just remain. How far can I push you back? There. And if I was to get rid of you... You crafted level 0 all by hand, surprisingly. Concrete was the hardest to make. Concrete just was an absolute grind, yeah. You get there eventually, but it just feels like it goes on forever. You need to come up to here. There we go. Straight down there with you. Straight down there with you. Okay. You're going to very slightly overlap this. I'm now wondering, is that okay? Yes, it absolutely is. What I'm going to do here, make sure that you overlap this pattern. The reason for that is because I can just very easily come down into here and paint you as this, which then brings you up to there. And go back onto our pattern. Chuck you guys here. Which is slightly further out than this, but I feel like that's honestly fine. Then what I could do lastly is a regular asphalt foundation. No markings, nothing. Last one. You're already in the right spot. Wow. If that isn't a Christmas miracle, I don't know what is. I would have definitely liked these to have lined up, but I don't know if it's going to make a massive difference. It does. But I can't move you any further forwards because of that. Unless I move you further back, then just nudge everything forwards. That's definitely a possibility. And same thing here with you. I can get the last one here as well, why not? Yep. Let's go back down to the arrows, or back up to the arrows, should I say. Rotate you around. Now, you're almost fine. I don't think you went as far back as what I would have liked you to have gone, though. There. Now you're too far. Are you too far back now? Half nudge, maybe. Okay, how about the half nudge? Is that at least going to have done something? Customizer. Do a little switcheroo with these lots. There we go. Okay, good. I probably spent way too long on this, but we got it done, so I don't mind. And just zone all of these out. I forgot to even see what it looks like from the other parts of our factory, but I'm sure it looks fine. Straight down. Make sure to place these exactly here. Yeah, Satisfactory is a good laugh though, you'll enjoy it. I wouldn't recommend people buy a game if I personally don't think I like it. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Like GTA, for example. Great game, I'm sure, but I don't like it, so I wouldn't recommend anyone buys GTA. Satisfactory, no, it's alright. Sunk 4,000 hours into the game, and I say, yeah, it's alright. It's a bit better than alright. But it also depends what you're into as well. Some people don't like a lot of games. They might only ever play first-person shooters, and if a game isn't a first-person shooter, they'll just never play it. That's common. Not just with first-person shooters, but just in general. Yeah, you're going to come down somewhere here for now. I do want to try and finish this part here, then add in the roof, just to see what it looks like, because I'm skeptical. I'm scared. But other than that, I'm completely fine. You actually need nothing. Well, I just realized, yeah, you guys actually do genuinely need nothing. Good, good, good. The reason why I'm not adding a wall here is because we're going to have something else along that road. We can't do that. Okay, you no longer line up. Why? Because of this, okay. What I want you to do is you essentially need to line up with this. No. The easiest way to do this then I suppose is... What's that? That's 3. Two? No, 1. And chuck you up here like that. Same thing here. So our road has to line up with this. Let's see, hopefully the markings are in the right place. They are not. Again, that's fine. There must be a way to do it. I don't know how. I really don't. Seems a bit silly just to refuse to play something without having first played it. Yeah, exactly. No point not trying something new. Okay, then this is where the roads overlap. That's completely fine. I knew it was going to overlap somewhere, but it's good just to have it confirmed. And again, you're here, aren't you? Then you are out here. Okay. Great. We'll then end it somewhere around about here. Because I need to try and plan my space elevator area. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, and I don't even know where it's necessarily going to start. All that I know is that the space elevator itself should be here. Is how big? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Seven by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 by 6. We'll just say 7 by 7. Let's find the central point. I might actually remove my space elevator and then just plop it down here. Can you play after you beat the game? I assume so. I've lost power? Oh no, I haven't. Okay. Well, I did, but I gained it back now. So the middle here, if this is going to be... Gee, let me just get my space elevator. Makes more sense. Rather than doing the calculations and having to go get it afterwards. Buy a space elevator. Damn. I don't know what we're going to add there. Maybe some constructors with some Thomas loops or power shards just to get some things made. Yeah, we can definitely use that for something. Absolutely. No reason why not. Let's go. Yeah, I didn't realize how long this process was going to take us. Because we haven't really made much progress, have we? I mean, I think it's worth it. I'm going to keep saying that until eventually I try and convince myself that it is actually worth it. But very quickly, I do want to make sure that you guys are connected. And that you are connected to this. Just so it helps me getting around the factory here using my harbor pack. So you're going to go on top of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no. What are you facing this way? Because this is going to be the main entrance. Directly here. I'd say. Somewhere there. It's not exactly on the line. Let's just see though. Half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half. So it's 7. So 3.5 foundations should be the central points. Roughly half. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so this is the central location for us. I didn't check from this side, actually. It's fine. But regardless, you get the gist. That's pretty much where it's going to go. It's going to be elevated slightly higher, though. I'm going to build a standout for it. It's going to consist of stuff. Haven't seen this animation in a while. Damn. That's nice. Yeah, I haven't seen that for a week. No, a bit longer than a week. How big a gap do I need to leave around you? Well, this central blueprint right here is 2 and a bit plus 2 and a bit. That's, let's say, 4.5 plus the extra half, 5. So it's 5 foundations long, and that's to go around the outside of this. So if I was to build the platform here, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. And again, end the platform somewhere there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's not small, is it? There we go. Then... back by 1 maybe, or preferably here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh dear. And here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the bare minimum, this is how big it's going to end up being. The road around the space elevator. The beginning of Fixmas was a wild start. You're talking about Ada's because no one... Oh yeah. Ada's little Christmas temper tantrum. She has one of those every Fixmas. Although it very clearly didn't impact us because we just... Well, we dedicated a couple weeks of our lives to doing that, which was definitely worth it. Yep. Okay, would a truck be able to fit down here easily? I would say honestly no. That's better. It's then going to come down here. We're then going to build our roof on top of that. And it's going to shoot down there. And when it leaves, it's going to come up here. Straight out. Do something there in a sec. Plenty of room to maneuver. Great. Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit confused about this though. I do want to make sure it's in the middle. The easiest way I can do that is in fact by doing this. Let's go into our half foundation. We're going to vertically rise you up like that. And zoop you in. That was always going to go. Always. Let's get rid of a bunch of this. Because it has to go eventually. Oh, and there goes our power. Oh dear. It is quite dark. I do apologize for that. I can't really do too much about that. And again, all of this is going to have to go here as well. Definitely including this. There. Go to this. Who played Satisfactory, who made sloped rounded pillars. Ooh. Interesting. That's annoying. I don't even know how that's happened. That's why. Let's not do that. And just temporarily, I am going to zoop this over here. Just so I can try and find the exact middle. Because I can't finish this corner until I try and find how big this space elevator podium is actually going to be. Oh, to be fair, you do actually cross over. Okay. So here it is right here. the central points of the space elevator tower. Where X marks the spot. Wait, there. Okay. The next thing that I want to try and do is something. I know, round of applause in the chat for my amazing geniusness, but at the same time, I do want to try and actually think of a design for this and the dimensions as well. Because in theory, if you're... How wide even is this? One, two, nah, that doesn't matter. Where's the seats? There. Okay. So I'm currently stood directly in the center, so this should be, in theory, the center. I have made it quite hard to see where is the center and where it isn't. But I mean, hey, that looks pretty promising. Hey, I can stand here, by the way. Oh. Oh dear. Is it gonna come? I think it's coming. Oh, it definitely is coming. Look at it come. Oh, that's what she said. Ah! Take me with you. Take me. Oh, wow. Oh, here it comes. I'm dead. I'm dying. This is death. I'm stuck. Chat, I'm stuck. So, now... Okay, wait. This isn't necessarily bad. I know that I'm in the exact middle of that. Oh dear, I can't even move my drone. Well... I mean... It looks like it's fine. I'm just gonna say it's fine. For now. I'm not going to come up with the design today. That's going to be an entire dedicated stream where I do a design for the space elevator to go. Little podium for it. I think it would look quite nice. Yeah, the space elevator is no longer there. Damn. All roads lead to the space elevator. Although I'm just trying to think, if I was to do some sort of circular design, I don't know if it would actually work. I don't think it's big enough. Let me see. Yeah, I had to spawn. Yeah, respawn. Let's clear that. What's a good sized circle that I can try and do? If a semicircle is less than 3 foundations, then that would be interesting. I could just do a circular build, couldn't I? Where is it? You. That's fine. Rotate you out. No, this doesn't really look too semicircular, if I'm honest. That's the official terminology. Semicircular. It's used in Oxford. No, it's not. So that right there is... Okay, why are you off and everything else is completely fine? That's annoying. I know why, probably. Because you probably weren't built in the middle. There. Let's see. Yeah, we can call it new blueprint. Again, it's just for me to see. I don't mind if it is a square build, by the way. I just think it might look interesting as a bit of a circle. I had an idea. What if, and hear me out, okay? I actually connect all of these roads rather than going around in some sort of weird, squared roundabouts, which just look quite weird. What if I was to still connect all the roads in this central location right here, but I build out some sort of cube structure over this particular part of the road, which will then be placed underneath the space elevator. So it'll be space elevator, foundation, and then the road underneath the foundations of the space elevator. That could be interesting. I don't know if I can go as far as saying it would be good, but how do you respawn and how do you nudge? Oh, respawn, you just click the respawn button down there. Nudge, you press the H button, and then with your arrows, the up, down, left, right arrow, you just go up, down, left, right. You can't do W, A, S, and D because that's how you move your character. And then if you want to half nudge, hold down the control button, then nudge. So look right here, for example. This is a full nudge, and this is a half nudge. It's half of a nudge, which is 50 centimeters. 50 centimeters? Yes, because one nudge is 1 meter. Yeah. Yep, okay, that's fine. No. What even is this? No, that's terrible. Curve. I've already built this. But this is almost exactly like what I want, so that's kind of hilarious. So where would you be? Where would you be located? Fine. But then you stick out too far. I don't think I can curve this. Because this has to come up to here. But even if I was to curve it, it just won't be correct. But in theory I could, but as I just said, it won't be correct. That's kind of frustrating. But not necessarily the end of the world. Let's see. I have to move you back by how much? 1, 2. 1, 2. We have to do that road first, but just to get a rough understanding here, you would then have to go. You would then have to go. And you'll be slightly angled, which will look interesting. Well, I like the concept of it. The concept is there. The idea is there. The passion, the love, the energy, the footwork, it's all there. No. No. Get rid of all of this. Oh, to be fair, I was actually correct by saying that this was the center foundation of the world. I did this before I did that, but that just confirmed it, basically. Cool. And also get rid of this. What I want to try and do now is just bring out these roads to this location so I can try and see where this corner is actually going to end up being. That's probably a relatively smart idea. So let's give it a shot. Which one do I need for this? There. You're looking good. You're lined up. Lined up there as well. Grand. And I don't quite know how far forwards I have to come yet. Although I can just get a very obvious understanding. Just a minute. That's probably too far, I'd say. You are not the father! No, yeah, that's probably fine. I think we've now finished this particular stretch of road. That only took us, well, I know we still have to do some decoration around here, but... that only took us another hour and 20 minutes. You can come forwards now by quite a bit. We'll say up to here for now. I want to make sure that I fill in all the gaps here. And I really do want to start this stretch of road. Because I would say this stretch is done. Yeah. Yeah. You can all go. That stretch is definitely done. The stretch over here is not done. Okay, you actually line up perfectly with this. Since you line up with this, I can actually just get this corner out the way with. You ever get a news story sent to you that you almost cannot believe? That sounds like a sketch from a comedy show. I've got 2 of them today. Won't say what it is. But it's fun. You have to come back by 8, don't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Don't ask what that voice was. I don't know. I'm clearly not fully here today, am I? So yeah, you've got to come back here by 8. Then you should be... Okay. Moment of truth here. Are you going to be 8 back? You should be exactly 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, we have got all the dimensions sorted. When I say dimensions, I don't mean like alien dimensions. Or I might do. Who knows? The Things Are Strange, as the show is called. Well, I don't know. I don't want Stranger Things. So as we can see here, the roads are literally going underneath the space elevator. Obviously, this is going to be raised a little bit higher. I was just trying to get a rough understanding of the positioning of it. Color's fine. I do actually love the look of the space elevator. There is so much detail on this thing. Like, you look at all the detail. All the lines there as well. The nuts and the bolts. All the wires. I love these wires up here. They remind me quite a lot of the Horizon franchise, where you've got the blue wires and just the wires in general really just helping the machines. Got the ladders up here as well. Stabilizers. It's a really well detailed blueprint. I know it's basically just this thing right here, copied and pasted 6 times, but still, detail. And we get further up here as well. Pretty cool. Can I go inside that? No. There is a certain part of the space elevator where I think you can go inside of it. Like, just glitch inside of it, not actually walk inside of it. Well, you can walk in, just you're not really supposed to. It's against the law. There. Push you back over here. Just double check this lines up. Oh, beautifully. Wow. Blimey. Move you back over here as well. And by the way, this should line up with that. If it doesn't line up with that, I am generally 13th reason why. Because it should line up. Oh yeah, the effort that's put into this game is unreal. I'm sure a lot of devs put effort into their games, but with this, it's visibly noticeable. Okay, I'm really liking how everything is now lining up. And look at the way it looks as well. It looks really just grand. As they say in France, oui oui, which translates to British into, this is looking rather fantastic. And to be honest with you, I'm actually quite surprised by the way it turned out. But you know what? I'm going to take it as a win. That's the one-on-one translation. I did French for my master's degree in Oxford. Yeah. I was in the same school as Harry Potter for 10th year, and yeah. Also, just to let you guys know, I've never lied before. So, how was it? Was that good? Oh dear. Right. So all the roads lead into there. The annoying part is, as you can see, we need to build some sort of structure here. If I go one foundation off there, one foundation there, one foundation, one. No. That one thing. How about you? Okay, no, you can actually go this way, to be fair. It was baguettes, not we. No, that's a common misunderstanding. But don't worry though. I mean, not everyone is as fantastic in French as I am. Don't worry though. It's okay. It's a skill that's very difficult to master. Here's a sentence in French. This is, by the way, what like 7 years of French has taught me. Bonjour. Je m'appelle the Valhalla Pickle. That's my birth name, by the way. J'adore le tennis avec mes compagnons. J'aime fromage, which means I like cheese. Here's a big word. Je voudrais. I don't know what that means. Louis. Breaking news, by the way, I didn't pass French in my school. Because here's the thing, right? I was more focusing on maths, okay? I'm gonna be brutally honest. We had maths and French on the same day for my GCSEs. And I was kind of bricking it, so I completely abandoned ship when it came to French. And I focused on maths. And to be fair, how much French do I need to know to play Satisfactory? Not much, unless I have my game settings. You know what? Can I change my game settings to French? I don't even know where to even change that. Accessibility? Enable large... Oh, what's all this? Adds a small abbreviation to the top right corner of some item slots. Oh wait, items. Oh. I don't mind that, but I don't know why it only does it for some of them. Force big hand equipped info. Uses the big info box for hand equipment in the HUD overriding the okay. Interesting. High contrast. Is there a difference there? A difference? I think there might be. Sure. Right. Enough yapping. Because what I need to try and do is grab you by the head. Won't say which. And then just zone you out to here. It's annoying that this isn't lined up. I don't see why this isn't lined up, though. I don't understand it. What's the reasoning behind you not lining up? Because it should line up perfectly. As we can see, it clearly doesn't. It would do, almost, if you were nudged over there by an extra foundation. Oh well. We'll figure out these problems in the future. It's a massive future me problem. Are you correct? No. So you should be 1 and 0.9. Yeah, yes. So again, it's correct. It's just special. It's having one of those unique moments, right? Where nothing's working and it makes you want to punch a wall. But at the same time, it still ends up somehow working. But other than wanting to literally punch a wall, I would say this is going pretty good. I might even try a little something with this. Yeah, thank you for zoning that in Antarctica. We're gonna go 1, 2. Ignore that for now, because you go 1 over, don't you? There. There. It doesn't look it, but I think this should now be lined up. Kind of. Yeah. Okay. No stress, no pressure, no emotions. Just victory. Speaking about trees, we had to behead our tree today. The Christmas one. Yeah, the decorations are coming down. Which is about time. Like, as much as I don't mind having decorations up, just seeing the house back to normality, sometimes it's just nice. You definitely, yeah. Oh dear. Let's grab this, then chuck it over here. Although a couple of you are in incorrect locations, but I can clearly see that you do, in fact, line up with this, which means that all of our calculations at Thek, you're placed around the wrong way, are correct. Oh, that is fantastic. Was that worth it? Absolutely. Nuts. But anyway, no, it was. Oh. It was definitely worth it. Okay, yeah, you need to go. Same with that. Okay. Now, after I do this, does that mean that we've essentially completed the exterior? As long as I go around here doing whatever it is I have to try and do, I would say we can finish this corner today. Which means, in theory, I could either do the rest of these 3 corners, or I could start the rocket fuel logistics tomorrow. What do you guys want? Roads or logistics? I might do a poll about this on my channel, but I'm tempted. There's nothing holding me back, as Shawn Mendes would say. There's nothing holding me back. Thank you. I've been told I've got the voice of Beyonce. It's like it's a blend between Beyonce and Shakira, I'd say. I might go on tour. Oh, I didn't do this road. I haven't. Oh, wait a minute. No, I haven't done any of this. Okay. Well, before I go on tour, let's do this. If whatever. Oh, thank you. Yeah, voice of an angel. Yeah. Why are you still here? Lovely. Are you slightly glitchy here as well? Yes, you would have been. Okay. It's fine. I can redesign these roads. Nothing too drastic at all. That can all go here as well. Same here with you. And that's what I meant, by the way, when it says remove the asphalt right there in the very top right of my to-do list. By that, I literally mean go around here, remove all the asphalt where my roads are going to be. And the reason why this is here is because it's the roof of my logistics floor. If I wasn't to have added this, the roof would have looked a lot more like this, where it would have been half asphalt, gaps everywhere, a bunch of just coated concrete, regular concrete roads and whatnot. So even though it's a bit of a pain in the rear to remove all the asphalt, trust me, it would look so much better now than if I didn't have this asphalt roof. So I think it's worth it. Also, it was my idea, so I'm just going to keep on defending it no matter what. Correct or not. Actually, what am I going to do with you? I didn't even think about this. Because you were the ramp down, but now I've got rid of that ramp. I could have some parking out here. Absolutely, I could. The exact location of the parking, I am unsure of as of this current moment in time. However, the idea of having the parking, like what we did over there, is an idea I'm privy to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so most of this now has to go. Big changes. It is big changes, yeah, but it's also important changes as well. We need this. The world needs this. I'm not doing this for me. No. I'm doing this for you guys. That's the biggest load of bollocks I've ever said, but oh well. This is starting to fill up. But to be fair, this series, right? If I wanted to play Satisfactory and I didn't want the inputs from any of my viewers, do you know what I would do? Not stream this game. But no, I do actually want to stream, get some input from you guys. See if you want to add anything, change anything, move anything around. And just have a little bit of fun talking to you guys as well. That's literally the reason as to why I stream. I just find it really fun. Okay, you need to go. You need to leave. You're actually correct. Bloody hell. I've built something correct. What? What is this tomfoolery? You're out by 4. If we mimic that down the other side, I think that would look really good. You can stay. I am honestly bamboozled. I am discombobulated. I am filled with mixed emotions. How have I actually managed to build something correct? Yeah, parking. So this thing. This is the blueprint that I keep placing down around the outside. You're the wrong one. Nope. I'll get it right. There. And the whole plan is here. You're not supposed to be lined up with this road. I want you just to add a little bit more space around the outside. Out crop. No, I just added it myself. So I designed it in the blueprint designer. As you can see, the cars can park here. I haven't got the Cybertruck unlocked, but if I was to place down the Explorer, let's say. It just adds a little bit of life, basically. That's the plan. Right, then review what I'm going to try and do here is this. Okay. I'm sorry, just look at the factory, right? Look at the mess we've made today. And the funny thing is, it looks like mess, but everything has its place. That's bullshit. It is a mess. But, you know, okay, right. Even though it is a mess, it's my mess. It's my beauty. It's my creation. It's my Frankenstein. Ramp. What's my ramp blueprint again? I'm so good at this game, holy crap. You. Okay. Oh, so you're not correct, firstly. Secondly, you just don't need to exist. Welcome, Vinod. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome to the stream today. No, that's also wrong. Is it 2? No, 3. That's better, I think. We have to get this one and pop it down here. I also want this to go as well, because this is now being moved. I've literally done nothing today other than destroy things. But I'm destroying them for the greater good of this country that we call Planet Massage 2ABB. That's more of a planet, but... What country is my pioneer from, do you think? I don't think they have one. You're probably the wrong one. It's a 50-50. Yeah, well done. Good job, me. I've got bloody Elton John stuck in my head. Not literally Elton John, because that would... I don't think he would fit in my head. But... yeah. Music. So I think we said this is now the correct location for this very specific foundation. Is that correct information? There we go. Grand. No, stop. Don't stop believing. No. There. I think you're correct. The positioning of you looks grand. You're lined up with all of this. You're 8 deep. Yeah, okay, your positioning is fine. Oh, look at the mess. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. But we didn't see that though, luckily. Why is my voice dying? I feel like my body is both incredible and against me at the same time. I know I've talked about this before, but the human body is absolutely remarkable. I love how our body works. It really just is. I don't know. I find it so interesting. No. Why are you all facing the wrong way? You have one order. Order. Nice, I've messed half of that up. I'm just talented. Honestly, my talent is unmatched in the Satisfactory community. Not in a good way. Like, no one lacks the talent that I do. No, positivity. Sorry, positivity. This is going to be a positive year, chat. There's going to be lots of positivity. Yep. You're fine for now. I want you to be slap bang in the middle. Here. Then we'll nudge you respectively. I'll do a little half nudge right there. A little half nudge there. Yeah. My happiness is overflowing with positive emotions, which is great. This is the happiest I've been in years, as you can tell. Nice. I don't... Why are you... there? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry, tactical players. Worry not, for I have plans. In fact, no, worry, honestly. Whenever I say I have an idea or I've got plans, worry. Because before you know it, I might suggest something stupid like, I don't know, building a rocket-fueled city. I honestly think I've spent longer building this city than I've actually spent doing university work. Granted, I started this about 300 hours before I started university, but still. I've spent more time building a rocket-fueled city in a factory game than I've actually spent on my career. As Ludwig would say, let's up those numbers. Let's up those numbers. Except, how? Wait. You. Fine. You. And there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back by 4. I like that. The map's pretty affordable. Well, early game, nothing's affordable, but yeah. 1, 2. It's almost affordable. Oh, why do you rotate yourselves all the time? I don't understand. Do you line up? Yes, you do. I actually have to remove this blueprint, don't I? I built a better one, didn't I? I keep saying didn't I? Don't I? I like the way that you're lined up there. It's very well lined. Except you, I think you were slightly wrong actually. I don't know why you're gone. Now regarding this, we're going to do a very similar thing to what we did down there. Although I don't actually think you're necessarily in the correct location. So what I'm going to do is place down all these roads coming from this angle, because this is correct. It's annoying how you're not directly lined up to that. But if I break away this, that's it. Yeah, so it is lined up. It just doesn't look it. No dramas. Okay then. Lop. Lop. How do you get them, ma'am? I believe it requires you to upgrade your hub. Should be in one of those hub tiers. Oh yeah, field research, that's the one, there you go. Yeah. I'm gonna chuck you here. Yeah, this is looking... Oh, this looks beautiful. Oh, lovely. It's a road. Well, it doesn't look that good. I mean, it's difficult to mess up a road. Actually, no, well, no, it's very easy to mess up a road. When you've already literally got the blueprints in front of you of what you want to try and do, it's less difficult. Then what I'm going to try and do here now is this. I'm going to bring you as far back as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because you're now lined up with that. Good. You can go there. You, I believe, can come back to here. Let's just get rid of all this. Get rid of that there as well. Extend you in this direction. There is still a very small gap here. Although... I don't know if that's a problem. Negative, it's not, because what I can do here is this. Okay, that's already in the correct location. Congratulations. You are wrong. You should be fine. No, you're also wrong. In fact, you're not wrong. You just overlap a little bit. Then regarding you lot, all I want to try and do here is grab this and face you over here, which will then solve all of our problems. Wow. Sometimes, chat, I feel like I'm actually not a complete idiot. Sometimes. Sometimes. Okay. I mean, granted, I didn't do bad in school, but moments like this make me reflect upon my life choices. Might even do this. Some bonus points. I didn't want to get rid of that one, I don't think. So what I can try and do is this, maybe? Yeah, nice. Same thing now with this corner over here. It's not even a corner. And you're a half nudge. I don't accept that. Oh, you're already correct. Would you look at that? Lovely. I know we go from orange to yellow, and I honestly think that's fine for now. I can always change it if it looks really bad later on. But right now, it looks okay, so I'm going to roll with it. Can't do that one there. Can't park there, mate. Do we keep the Fixmas quality of life gifts after the season ends? You keep everything you've crafted. I believe the gifts stay. If you've collected it, it's yours. So when the event ends on the 18th, I believe it is, you won't just lose everything overnight. No, you still keep it. I believe. Are you in the middle? I suppose I might want these to line up. You don't. Is there a reason for your sins? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. A heading for you. Brilliant. And then chuck you right here. Grand. Same thing with you. Oh, no. And with this now, you're going to go into this corner. Do we keep the ability to make trees? No. So everything in this tab here, the Fixmas tab, all goes. As far as I'm aware, including the Fixmas lights, which sucks, I actually quite like them. I'm pretty sure that just all goes. Correct me if I'm wrong though, chat. Why are you there? There's no reason for you to be there. So, there you go. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm sure there's I'm sure there's a reason for it, but yeah. Ripperonis. There's a huge gap there. I mean, I know why I've done it. Here, though, the gap isn't too bad. You're slightly off to this side. I prefer this location. Same with you here as well. If I'm honest, I could try and make this look neat off camera. This bit I'm going to do now, but the actual other bits as well, for example, just trying to fill this in, I could try and do that off camera. Because I really do want to start the logistics before I go back. Otherwise, it's going to be another 3 months into my next live stream, which is a bit unfortunate. I've still got another week, but then I have to go, so. Okay, so I'm going to start this one here then. I think after we get this done, that will be pretty good progress for the day. Let's see though. You might have to go back by a couple. I'm pretty sure I come out by 4 from this side, don't I? So it's... I doubt this is going to line up. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. That's a tragic loss there. One, 2, and then one more. 3. And again, I believe that's how, as far as I need to come out. You lots, I believe, have to go as well. And let's just try and do this now. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna start over here. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Try that again. I'm down to this level, which is what I was trying to do. Until I fat fingered it. There. You're slightly approaching here. Or encroaching, but that's fine. And select the 10th one, which is this one. We do have to get rid of this, but that's not really much of a problem. You're then kind of fine. Definitely are now. Get rid of that there as well, just for now. Then you finish there. Exactly 4 out from here. Because we started from here, not here. 1, 2, 3, plus the 4th one there, including the corner. Let's see. Yep, starting it from there. Brilliant. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, right now it does look a little bit weird because we've got all the colors everywhere and we haven't actually finished everything yet. But I would say we've actually done good progress today. It doesn't look it, but we have. Especially within the last hour or so, I think we're able to do everything from there around here. After we got those blueprints made, we smashed it. And I think that by the time that we've now finished this, so we know how we're going to lay everything out. It's going to be 8 foundations from the side there. It's then going to be 1 foundation, 1 foundation, 1 foundation, then 0.9 foundations in from both sides. Just rinse and repeat that now throughout every single one of these corners. Or quarters, should I say. And that's basically it. The only thing I am concerned with, though, is the bit here in the middle. Like, it doesn't line up at all. I don't know why. I really don't know why it doesn't line up. Because all of it should be 2 nudges off. So here we're 2 nudges away from that. Holy optical illusion, by the way. This side down here, bottom left, looks tiny compared to up here in the very top. It's the exact same width of the foundation. But as the optical illusion, this looks a lot smaller than that does. Let me get my ruler out. I've got 3 rulers just tucked away. So on my... what even is this? Where's centimeters? That is 21 centimeters. And that is 18. Wait, you're telling me the bit at the bottom is actually bigger? According to my ruler, this part here is bigger on my screen than that. It is. Bloody hell. Honestly, that's going to make me not be able to sleep at night. There we go. Yeah, that's a slight concern. This isn't really much of a concern, if I'm honest. I can get rid of that. I can then continue to add these parking things, by the way, just around the outside. I might do that on camera, though, because that will just take a minute. But we'll see how it goes. Tonight, I don't plan on doing much off camera. I do want to try and clear away pretty much all of this, except for the exact middle. All the purple stuff can go. I know that it's 8 foundations out from each side, so that can just go. This here can mostly go. I do want to try and keep one of these foundations here. It's in the exact middle, so I know where I can place my doors. Regarding the logistics, and the exterior of this actual start of the factory, the side of the factory. I want to try and do the interior first. The only problem is, how big am I going to make my exterior? I think if I... Because obviously this is not going to stay the way it is, by the way. They just let me know where I can place things down. But what I want to try and do is this. Find the exact middle location, which is going to be here. This is going to be a path. But then everything here is no longer part of the path. This is going to be inside the actual build itself. I think here's going to be where I'll plop it down. You're lined up there in the middle. We're then lined up with that as well. I'm not planning on putting these side by side, but if I was, how would that look? I mean, if I'm honest with you, I actually don't hate it. But I'm not going to do it though. I've got a better design in mind. It's going to incorporate this. It's going to look quite similar. But I think it will look better. Because the problem is, if I was to do this, it would just look quite same-ish. I'll probably end up doing it for the corners. So one there, one there, one there. And then we'll see what we can do. The main thing that I wanted to try and see here by placing these down is how far back do you come here? So you take up one full foundation plus that bit there as well. You then take up roughly half of this. So I want this to be a path. I don't know what I'm going to do with this though. Oh, don't tell me I actually can't do that. Damn, that sucks. Right. I think what I'll end up doing here, again, not designing this today, just seeing. If I was to do something like this. Grab you. I'm guessing I've painted this carbon. I really hope I have. No, I'm going to paint it carbon. I don't care. Carbon looks nicer. We've now got this little triangle thing there. And what I want to essentially try and do is replicate this blueprint up there. So it ends up looking like diamonds, I think, is what I want to try and do. Or just arches up there, maybe. Regardless, I have got a good design in mind for this. On paper, in my mind, I think it's going to be a good idea. I cannot say if it's going to be good until I've actually built it. I like that quite a lot. Because again, the plan is to have one there. Then have another one in this corner. I don't know how this is actually going to work because the glass has to hook up with each other. So it has to be like that. And this. At least that works. That's good. Oh, look, grand. And how wide is this middle bit going to be? Including that, it's 1, 2. Okay, you're not lined up. Are you not lined up? Oh, right, because the glass has to be a bit further out. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a bit. 10 and a bit. If I say 10, that's two blueprints. So if I try and make something in the blueprint designer, not tomorrow, not the day after that, another day far down the line, that has a good percentage of glass to concrete ratio, that can then fully cover this. I don't mind the idea of having this foundation coming out here, but it needs something. What does it need? Well, one day we will find out. But regardless, thank you very much everyone for watching today's live stream. I do greatly appreciate it. Today we were live for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Not bad at all. It zoomed past, but I quite enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Tomorrow we are live. I don't know what I'll be doing. Just pay attention to whatever it says in the title, and I'll just do whatever that says. It depends how much I can get done off camera. If off camera I can just get rid of everything that is not needing to be here, which is not really that much, then tomorrow we will start the logistics. Making what? I don't know. Most likely making diluted fuel. Combining water. Oh, I can't. Can I? I have to get the water extractors. We haven't got any water extractors. So, bugger me sideways. I completely forgot. Right. That's not a massive drama. It's just a bit of a, drama. I think what I'm going to end up doing then is this highway is going to come out. It's going to go all the way down to here. And then where I've got this corner, I'm actually going to turn it into a T section. It's easier for me to do that now because none of my logistics are moving, rather than when I need to rely on every single bit of resources and then I have to get rid of conveyor belts and it might end up slowing things down over here. So we'll most likely end up doing a T section there, linking it up with this. We'll come out as far, oh, not as far as we can, by a couple foundations. Because the problem is, that right there is the limit. But actually, I might have to come out by the limit then. Bring that around there. And then in this gap, I suppose we can then build our water extractor plant. Oh, that's a lot more work than I realized. Because I don't know what I'm going to do for the design of it. I actually have no idea. What I'm planning on doing is something that's potentially similar to this. So having a path coming around the outside there. I don't think I'm going to be connecting the two factories, but it'll still be quite similar. I've got an idea. Tomorrow's stream guaranteed is going to be about the water extractors. Trying to build the exterior. Trying to see how many of them I can place down. Maybe designing a blueprint for them. But yeah, tomorrow's stream is going to be entirely based around the water extractors. I've just had a quick idea. If I show you guys this for a quick second. You see how this rocket fuel factory is almost attached to that corner over there? Be far enough. The way it's almost clinging onto this corner. If I try and do a similar thing over here, so for example, I get rid of that corner, I then get a very similar design to what I've got over here and bring it down. And for now, it can end at the conveyor belt highway. If it has to go over us at some point or another, it can. Then what I could do is get this blueprint. And then rather than having a logistics floor, it goes from this level straight down to our water extractors. I don't know. I have to experiment a little bit, but regardless, thank you very much everyone for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I hopefully see you in Valhalla. Goodbye.